Alright everybody, we got a great coaster for today's review. This is the Voyage at Holiday World. And by far, this is one of the most insane roller coasters I have ever ridden. I'll tell you right off the bat, it absolutely makes my top 3 for wooden roller coasters. I currently have it as my number 2 wooden coaster just behind El Toro, but that's a debate for another day. But talking about the Voyage, just holy crap, what an unbelievable ride. I cannot emphasize how insane this roller coaster is. Gravity Group did a perfect job with this ride. It has everything you could possibly want in a good wooden roller coaster. Looking at the stats, it's 163 feet tall, so it's absolutely massive. Got a 154-foot drop at a 66-degree angle, and you are absolutely flying the entire time. The pacing on this ride is fabulous. You're flying at 67 miles per hour, you're going out through the woods, and you are retaining that speed for what feels like the entire time. Overall, the ride is 6,442 feet long, which makes it one of the longest roller coasters in the United States. It is madness. It has got tons of airtime. It is smoother than some steel coasters, and as of 2015, it has some great near misses with Thunderbird. Now, the one thing that everyone talks about with the Voyage is how it gives an incredible night ride. I unfortunately did not get a chance to experience this coaster at night, so I will not be able to take that into account when talking about this review. I have only ridden this coaster twice. I rode it once front row and once back row. I think I liked front row the best, but back row was equally as insane, just in different ways. As with most airtime coasters, if you're in the back, you definitely get flung around more. But I think just in general, what I love about the Voyage is how it has the full package. It has everything you could possibly want, all thrown into one massive roller coaster. It feels like a couple roller coasters really packed together in one ride, and it is crazy intense. It is just bam, 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 one element right after another. And the only time it even takes a pause is for the mid-course brake run, where it then regains all of that speed. I'm not a huge fan of how the mid-course does kind of slow down the ride a bit. I've heard of sometimes where Holiday World has turned off the trims so that it just slides on through, and that way the second half of the ride is just so much faster. I wish I could have gotten a chance to experience it like that, but just based off of the normal ride experience, that's really the only part where I was kind of like, oh, that's a bummer, I wish that part wasn't there. But even after that mid-course, it is super impressive how the Voyage managed to pick up a bunch more speed, go over a ton more airtime hills, twisted turns, and a triple down. And speaking of that triple down, I love how many tunnels this thing has. It seems like you're constantly flying in and out of tunnels, which is great. There are moments where this coaster is flying high and moments where it is so low to the ground. It's just incredible. This is a ride where you have your hands up the entire time. And then when it's all over, you take a deep breath and go, what the heck was that? Did that seriously just happen? Yes, it did. Oh my gosh, I'm getting back in line. And yes, I probably did say that the first time I wrote it. So for its final score, what am I giving the Voyage? A score it absolutely deserves, a perfect 10. There are few roller coasters out there that can top the Voyage. And there are even fewer wooden coasters out there that can top it. And I think when you put this coaster together with Thunderbird, Holiday World just has an amazing top 2. I just want to give a big ol' hug to the genius who thought it'd be a great idea to build a roller coaster like this. Because it has more insanity than some steel coasters, and there's no wonder that this coaster is in the top 10 for almost every single person who rides it. It really does feel like the wooden version of a B&M Hyper, or I'd even say Giga Coaster. So if you haven't been to Holiday World, I would absolutely recommend it. The Voyage alone makes the trip worth it. So I want to hear about your thoughts on the Voyage at Holiday World. Let me know if you agree with me, if you think this roller coaster is awesome. And if you disagree with me and think the coaster sucks, I'm sorry, I don't understand that at all. But as usual, you can check out other coaster reviews that I've done, which are all available on my channel in a playlist organized in alphabetical order, so make sure to check those out. And of course, stay tuned for more.